Greg, what's next?
All right, here we go. We're moving to Marriage episode 4. Okay, so here we go. Gero is at an izakaya, and there's a college welcome party going on, and he's there because his job is to protect a green hair girl, and they congratulate all the new students, and the green hair girl is also terrible with people, just like Gero. It cuts to her uncle, who hired Gero to protect his niece, and he's just a jacked bodybuilder dude that's holding all of them up in a giant hula hoop chair contraption, and he explains his brother, her father, built this company but died and left a will that she will become CEO when she is of age.
They're talking about the chair company, by the way. He was the CEO of what he's doing right now. What we see earlier in the show, where they're sitting on people chairs. He was the guy.
Oh,
I appreciate them having that.
Shit. I didn't even put that together.
Yeah, it's really fucking dumb, and it makes me happy.
I'm completely on board with what you just said. I didn't think of it at all, but that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Damn.
Are you blown away right now?
You're onto something. You, my friend, are the true genius here. I just go on weird tirades about Wisteria and stripper names.
Mercedes is a great name. I've met people named Mercedes. It's not just a stripper name.
That thought came to my mind when I was writing my notes. So that's why I specifically put 90s, because I think that was a stereotypical thing that happened in the 90s of
I just want to
having
say,
a name like Mercedes or Ferrari or Porsche as a stripper.
Porsche was very apparent, but Porsche was also the name of like a woman's name before that as well. But I also did in real life meet a stripper named Escalade.
That's nice.
Not recently. I'm just saying in general.
Well, I mean, it's weird because if you look at the other stripper names of Mercedes, Porsche, and Ferrari, those are all car companies. But now it would make sense if that stripper's name was Cadillac. But the fact that her name was Escalade, she's narrowing it down to the model of the Cadillac, not the company itself.
Yeah. And Escalades were very popular for a while.
Escalades are still very popular. But his older sister claims the Balzac, the company, is rightfully hers.
Also, his tattoo tie goes so hard.
Yeah, I did notice that. It's just like one step above the tuxedo shirt. He had to like double down and go harder.
Yeah, he amped up. He was like, dude, everybody in this company needs a fucking, if you're going to be doing the tables thing, you need a tie at all times, a perma tie. Tattoo it on yourself.
You're totally right about the chair thing. The more that I'm looking at everything, I'm like, dude, you're so right.
Dude, the grip strength he would need to, because he's got no leverage on his fingers, right? He's just holding it and curling it.
That
right?
It's just impossible. Like no one can do that.
It's literally impossible. And it's the coolest.
He's not even holding that hula hoop like to his body.
Yeah, no, he's got
the
no
center of
extra
gravity
leverage.
is like way out here. There's like no way.
Yeah, he's stronger than Guts from Berserk for sure.
Yeah, we know how this anime prides itself on its realism. So
yes,
yeah.
Obviously. Same with Wisteria,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Okay. But the company is rightfully hers, and he doesn't know what she will try, but she's hired someone who uses a strange technique. May gives Gero a fake student ID with the name Daigo Oshima, and he'll be a third-year student in disguise. And Shiori asks Gero if he can go with her to the party, and he accepts. So that was all kind of a flashback. So it started with them at the izakaya party, flashback to how they end up getting there. And then now it's cutting back to the present day party. And Shiori has to give a self-introduction, but she is too timid and freaks out and keeps it short. But now it's Gero's turn, and Gero thinks he'll show her what a master is, and also how the master is the life of the party, and introduces himself and then shotguns 8 cups of gamer sups, where Gero saved 10% off of his 8 cups of gamer sups by going to gamersups.gg and using promo code DJ Montague at checkout, where you too can go to GamerSups and get limited edition flavors like shotgunned balloon animal regurgitation, just like Gero does in the anime. So go visit gamersups.gg and use promo code DJ Montague at checkout for 10% off.
I took the screenshot, but you said it, and yeah, I'm providing. Yes. That was great, Greg. That was everything I'd hoped for. Thank you. I fist pumped to that. All right.
You still saw it coming, though. It was like...
I didn't see anything coming.
It wasn't like a full bust like Will did. That was like a, oh, let me just fake it. Bust. Here it comes. Oh, no. Segue. All right. But he introduces himself, and no, he doesn't shotgun 8 cups of gamer sup. He shotguns 8 beers and then throws up a balloon animal as his party trick, where it's actually some weird plastic that he keeps inside of his stomach to regurgitate liquids and be the life of the party.
I think that the drinks had the chemical reaction after they had been poured into his body.
No, it's kind of like the 40-year-old virgin, you know, when he goes to visit the one lady he likes and she has a daughter, and then he's like, oh, there's a coin behind your ear. Oh, I got your nose. And it's like the little red ball thing. And she's like, so you literally walk around with a red nose in your pocket all day? And he's like, yes, I do. That's Garrow. He literally has the plastic just in his stomach at all times so he can perform this whenever he needs to break the ice.
Really smart. Yeah, I think this is a great idea. No wonder he can't eat food from anywhere else.
But then the next guy introduces himself as Naruko and barely says anything, and all the ladies are like, yup, he's the one for me, and they all rush him. Garrow, Mei, and Shiori leave the party, and he's like, why did you want to go to that party? You're inheriting a company, so you need to work on your communication issues. Shiori cries and she's like, oh, thanks for thinking of me. But she wants to be part of the group. And her dad, with his dying breath, told her to drink when she was 20. And you worry too much about what people think and enjoy yourself with people. She knows she needs to take the first step, but is worried people will get mad and stuff at her, and she never really got to talk to her dad before he passed and ask why he wanted her to be the successor. She's like, I want to get to the point where I can laugh my fear away. And Garrow's like, well, someone is trying to kill you, but if you want to go somewhere, my job is to protect you. Cuts to Naruko watching them from afar and reports back to Futai that Shiori's bodyguard is good. But then his phone dies because he forgot to charge it.
He is the most absent-minded idiot guy. He is the musician of the group. I'm no musician, but I am absent-minded, very much so. And he's like, oh shit, forgot to charge my phone. But at least I look dope standing on top of this thing.
Yeah.
That's what really counts.
Cuts to another day, and Futai is giving Naruko a full body massage while she complains he hasn't done shit yet. And he's like, it isn't time. And he has 3 more days written on his arm. But then he hypnotizes her with his powers, and she changes her tune, unintended.
Greg, why didn't you say he hypnotizes her with his wiener powers?
What do you mean?
Why is Wistoria got to be about dicks constantly? But this guy, this being alluded that he's like banging the person.
No, what are you talking about?
All right.
Okay. I didn't see a wand or a sword yet in this anime. So there's no room to make a joke like you're referring to, some juvenile delinquent joke where everything's just about dicks that you always make.
Yeah, it's what I do. That's why you keep me around.
How dare you say that about Wistoria? But it cuts to Garrow, Mei, and Shiori in class, and Mei is like, why are you paying attention to these lectures? You're not actually a student. And Garrow's like, this is all new to me. I'm having a blast. And Shiori has a flyer on her desk for the economics department orientation tomorrow. The teacher calls on Garrow and is like, name a product that revolutionized the industry. And he's like, motherfucking mixy mix max mix, and only 100 of them were made for the 30th anniversary. And the teacher was like, hot damn, you know your stuff.
That alliteration was sick, Craig. Do it again.
Motherfucking mixy mix max mix. And only 100 of them were made for the 30th anniversary.
Thank you. That was good. Continue.
Cuts to Naruko making didgeridoo noises, and then back to the classroom, and Garrow and the teacher are mixy mix geeking out, but everyone goes distorted, and everyone is pinned down by some sort of pressure. And Garrow is trying to figure out where it's coming from. The ceiling collapses and Garrow shoots up and saves Shiori and realizes what the attack was since there wasn't any gas in the room. And then it cuts to Naruko and he's like, damn, that dude realized what was going on. And the only answer would be that he's a poison master. Mei is still looking at the flyer for the camping trip tomorrow, and Mei is like, should we skip? And Garo is like, well, that's up to you. And then it cuts to her asking her uncle if she can go. And he's like, hell yeah, as he's lifting weights and has a Shiratori rodent bodybuilding wall scroll. And if you have Garo and Mei around you, you don't need to worry, so go make friends. Cuts to Shiori leaving with Garo and Mei, but it's revealed her uncle was sound hypnotized. On the bus, Garo monologues that they can't protect her at home, so the only thing to do is face the enemy. But unlike Himekawa, they don't know when they'll strike. And then Shiori's sleep falls onto Garo's shoulder and he freaks out.
It's like when a cat falls asleep on you, you're like, well, this is my life now until this person wakes up. I will literally just stay here forever.
Naruko is on the bus too, with his hypnotized harem, and his arm now says, one more day. Garo is apparently assigned as the chef, and Ninja makes shish kebabs, and it cuts to a scene where Mei is telling Garo that cooking attracts triple the ladies. Shiori is walking around timidly asking people if they want yakisoba, and Garo is like, Mei, should we do something? And Mei is like, nope. She said she wanted to figure it out on her own, and she has a mini freakout session, but then she goes to her backpack and gets her magical girl cosplay out and does a magic trick and makes the yakisoba disappear.
And then she makes it reappear, but it's on her head, so it's also a comedic magic show, which is the best kind of magic show, in my opinion.
She did good.
Yeah, she did great. I think it was awesome. Like, I have seen a magic show or two in my time, and my favorites are comedic magic shows because, like, magic is cool, but, like, comedy's so much better.
It's later now, and the party wraps up, and Mei is like, those were some sick moves, and Shiori says she isn't good with words, but remembers Garo's party trick and decided to do one too. One of the other students is like, hey guys, have you heard about the Lord Chalandi curse in the village that they're at now during World War II? The locals made offerings to the local deity, and when the crops didn't do well, they would pick the youngest child in the village and lock it up in the shrine way over there. And then it shows a flashback scene of a monster eating a baby, and they stopped doing it, and now Lord Chandalni is waiting for his next offering, and that offering is you. So it was just a ghost story. And Garo was like, well, that's fucking dumb. But now the next part of the party is the test of courage. And it cuts to Naruko setting up his trap in the forest. And that's how episode 4 ends.
Look at him just standing there. Abs defined. Great lighting for him. Way to go, dude.
Yeah.
Excellent work.
If I had to choose right now, I'm team Himekawa. I'm not team Shiori right now.
Yeah, I like the awkward cool girl trope to a certain extent, but I think that for Garo, he's awkward enough already. I don't think he needs the awkward girl to increase the awkwardness.
Yeah, I think that there's a bigger age gap too. I feel like Himekawa is a bit older than Shiori because Shiori is like literally just turned 20, so she can drink now. Yeah. And I feel like Garo is probably like 30, early 30s or something, probably. But I don't know. I mean, solo camping for 2, our boy Gen made it work.
Oh, he's 21.
There is no way Garo's 21.
It says right here.
Okay. All right. Never mind. Nope. Perfect age. They should just, yep. Okay. My bad.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. When I was 21, I don't know if like the most forward thought in my brain was like, damn, gotta get married.
No.
I was also not a poison master when I was 21 either, so.
Yeah, me either. I was not a poison master either.
Are you sure he's 21?
It says right here.
Damn it, dude. Okay.
Has all of his nicknames: Poison User, The Midnight Cleaner, Onichan, Garo, Chief, Hikaru-sama, Human, Male, November 24th, 21, Japanese, hair color blue, eye color red, blood type A. Even though I have a screenshot where his fucking eyes are
not, yeah.
Whatever. Anyways.
I actually like the Himekawa arc a bit better.
Yes, I agree.
I have seen the next episode too, and I'm not super thrilled. Both arcs have about 2.5 episodes of content. This one just feels like a little bit longer because I don't feel like it was as interesting, and Shiori isn't as strong as a character as Himekawa was. Also, I feel like Ushio was probably a little cooler than Naruko at this point as well. But anyway, that concludes episode 4.